Welcome to Just One More Level's E3, well, pre-E3 coverage, where we're going to be talking about the 4 major players. And we'll talk about some of the software publishers as well. But we're here to talk about Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and the PC gaming show. The first of its kind for E3.
Are we just skipping introductions, or is that a thing now?
I am Tridrachius.
And I'm Ponier Mom. Sorry, I couldn't be better looking.
I'm Meatloaf. Yeah.
That they are, and just kind of, you know, we'll get like a makeup crew and all that stuff, and we'll be able to fix this.
There's
I,
no
I like
fixing
my
it. We tried.
tips red.
Okay.
It accentuates my face.
We will. Okay, so we're going to talk about, first up, Microsoft. They're kicking their whole E3 thing off tomorrow with a huge blowout of various things, of Gears of War, Halo, you know, the HoloLens, pretty cool stuff.
Guardians looks to be pretty fun. It's going to be a heavy hitter this year, I think.
Yes.
Gears, maybe. I'm not really looking too much into that one, but you know, their HoloLens stuff looks to be pretty cool. When they released it this morning, there's a couple of friends of mine that are Instagram journalists.
Sweet.
They got an inside pass, and it looks cool. Everything that they've shown in the videos looks to be pretty streamlined already. Like they've been working on it for a while. So,
Holiday 2015 launch. You heard it here first. If it doesn't happen, it was him.
Unless you heard it somewhere else, then you didn't hear it here
that
first.
let's go with that.
We are the industry's go-to source of news and information.
Is that a thing?
Will be.
Okay. Coming soon?
Now. Coming soon now.
But yeah, Microsoft. It's going to be cool. I'll be covering that tomorrow. Tomorrow
Yes.
morning, actually. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we'll go through all the different times and stuff, but yeah, we have people covering every single conference, which is going to be fantastic. Making sure that we're getting all the nice news and tidbits out there for everyone to read. And I'm hoping that Microsoft has a couple more surprises. Maybe something along the lines of new IP.
Maybe. They pretty much shot their load early, man, with
Yeah.
everything that they've done this year. They've revealed everything way before E3 even
Yes.
was released.
A lot of slips. A lot
yes,
of,
a lot of
leaks.
releases, a lot of leaks.
Which is fairly unfortunate because people, if you're going into it and you already know, there's no real excitement factor.
Yeah, Bethesda.
But, yes, Bethesda, well, Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
This is why you don't let anyone into your rehearsals. Really. You just don't do it. Especially,
They fucked up.
We let you into our rehearsals for the...
Not going into that.
rehearsal for anyway. So, Bethesda, yes, they're having their conference today, which we'll be posting this video pretty much as soon as we're done filming it.
Yeah.
Where they're going to have like Fallout 4, Dishonored 2, because they let that slip from the rehearsal, you know, all that kind of fun stuff.
Okay, so something's been driving me crazy about Fallout 4.
Here we go
It's
again.
driving me crazy. I've been seeing a lot of flack about Fallout 4, and it's driving me crazy because so many people have been waiting for Fallout 4, and now that it's finally here, they're like, the graphics look dumb.
Graphics are awesome.
Really?
The hair is not that old. I mean, it hasn't ever been there.
It's difficult.
I guess it's just you're going in the video gaming industry. You're gonna have your haters, no
Yeah.
matter what you do.
But it paid a lot of homage to, you know, the original Fallout series. However, I do not know where it's being taken place, which is one thing I'm really looking forward to tonight, because you've explored, you know, the capital. We've explored California.
Yep.
Vegas.
Vegas. There were numerous other places like Philadelphia, little DLCs that we went to, and then paying homage to the originals. It was, you know, Texas, and you had a lot of these insignificant places. I'm ready to see something new.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing with Fallout 4 is it looks like there's going to be a new, and you covered a lot of it in the trailer release episode you had. You know, we actually finally hear the hero speak. You know,
Yes.
And the possibility that maybe
Which was a proud
that
time.
the armor is going to be
Customizable.
Yeah.
and just customizable.
Iron Man.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm really excited for this game. They have color. They have color.
It was showing the flashbacks where you actually had colors like red, green, blue, you know, cool colors, not just brown and burnt.
Yes. So,
Desolate.
I mean, it is post-apocalyptic, but there's got to be some color somewhere. But anyway, so kind of pushing Bethesda to the side for a second. Sony's conference, they're probably going to take up another like 3-hour chunk, even though they are supposed to only go for like an hour and a half.
That made my ass hurt last year.
Yeah, they went far too long.
Yeah.
But this year they're probably going to talk about Project Morpheus because everyone's talking about VR, and Sony actually opened a development studio focused on VR.
And with Microsoft, they've been doing their whole thing, and they've officially announced theirs. So it would kind of fall into place if Sony were to announce theirs as
Yes.
well, or at least provide more information, of what it could be or what
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Whether it falls into place with some of their Move stuff, or if there's anything that's compatible with. I mean, hate to say it, but even if there's something compatible with Vita.
Yeah, which, in regards to the PlayStation Vita, I'm sure it's going to kick off their conference. They're probably going to focus about 10 to 20 minutes on it in very insignificant amount of time. Basically saying, here's a new model, here's a price cut, here's 15 titles, moving on.
Or
Yeah.
they'll just say, "Here, we'll give you money if you buy this."
Yes, please go.
It's-
Just go buy a Vita. No, don't go buy lunch with that.
It's getting pathetic. It's getting sad.
Yeah.
Just
But we'll
just
move
stop
on.
something.
We'll move on.
Just
Yeah,
stop.
so they're mostly going to focus on the PS4 momentum.
Yes.
They've sold 22 million units, and it's only been a year and a half since the system came out. They're not going to want to let up off the gas on that. It's just not going to
That
happen.
you can at this point.
Especially when you've got Microsoft and Nintendo not able to turn the tide, which nice segue to. Oh, well, yes.
Well, Microsoft, segueing into the next thing, Microsoft is, this year, they're posed to make a great comeback with the gaming industry.
Yes.
They're in a very good situation to where they can easily come out on top in the console wars or what have you. It
Yeah.
just depends on, how everything meshes.
Yeah.
Well, Sony is already doing well as far as
They have been.
yeah, they're
Since their launch.
and,
Yes.
and honestly,
because they haven't said
are
anything stupid.
exactly they are right now the system to beat. And what would it take for Microsoft or Nintendo to match the sales and stuff that's the numbers that Sony's putting up?
Well, they have to get Halo back on track because I know that Halo 4 kind of splintered quite a bit of people. They didn't really like the multiplayer and they thought the single player was kind of weak. But
That's when they brought on the people from Call of Duty.
yes, sprinting and shit. But also getting other franchises like Fable.
Yeah,
Fable,
Fable, it's either Heroes or Legends. I think Heroes was the last one that came out.
Something.
Regardless, that one looks to be
It has
fun.
like a D&D mode.
It's not really that. It's if anyone's played Evolved, it's exactly like that.
Okay.
You're gonna have one villain and 4 heroes fighting against the villain to try to capture it.
Oh,
But it's gonna have the D&D aspect where the villain can throw out traps and monsters, yada yada.
Looks
yada.
really, really promising. But looking at it, Microsoft is definitely in a much better position than Nintendo to start kind of turning the tide.
Yeah,
Nintendo,
nothing really new.
yeah, Nintendo confirmed that the new Zelda will not be at E3.
No,
But I mean, really, honestly speaking, how long has it been since Nintendo has come out with something fresh and new?
it's been a couple E3s. It's been a couple years basically. The Amiibos were something cool that they released.
Yes, an interesting take on kind of
Yeah,
save file or memory card-esque type things, kind of following what Skylanders and Disney Infinity was doing, but actually being able to take those characters into different games.
yes.
Um,
Then
But with that being said, with the NX, which obviously we don't know a whole lot about, it was kind of equivalent to a leak, but not really. We're kind of trying to figure out what that's going to be, and maybe, just maybe, that's going to be Nintendo's big thing.
it could
Maybe
be-
it might be a new system.
Could be, but
we don't know.
since they're
and-
not doing a huge conference, they're not doing some huge reveal, we're not going to be able to find out until we actually see what's going on the floor with everything.
Yeah, which it could be new hardware. It could also just be a completely new like digital storefront or network or whatever. But Nintendo is definitely in the worst position between all of these companies because no one's really caring about Nintendo at this point, which is kind of sad. But
It kind of puts them as the underdog, which could
Yeah.
They could instantly just come back.
Star Fox, the
Yeah.
brand new Star Fox, could be at E3. No one's really talking about it, but that's a possibility.
There hasn't been anything leaked besides that it's coming.
Yeah, it's on its way. So looking at it, I mean, this is going to be a huge E3. Mainly in point with the fact that there's actually a PC dedicated gaming show, which is going to, it's the first of its kind.
So
And I am excited. I mean, the way that the PC gaming industry is going right now, I mean, hands down best graphics out of any, you know, platform out there. And I mean,
If you got the PC for it.
yeah,
I do.
with up and coming, you know, new developers and all that stuff. I mean, the possibilities are endless with PC.
And of course with stuff like Oculus Rift,
Yeah.
gonna give it a nice boost as far as the new stuff that it can do, but also the huge indie scene that the
Just about to say
the
that.
PC has.
VR
Oh, yeah.
headsets everywhere, pretty much.
VR headsets.
And the indie scene is huge on the PC because Microsoft, at the very beginning when they released Xbox, the new one, Xbox One, they said they were not doing any indie developers. They just now lifted that within the past
Yeah.
couple of months. PlayStation has still allowed it, but it hasn't been as prominent.
Yeah.
But with PC, you had stuff like Steam, or you had like Nexus, or different portals, or even like Congregate.com or Flash Games that had these giant indie games and these indie developers come out.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of that when we were at Heartland this year.
Yes.
A lot of indie developers there, a lot of people, college kids mainly, and even some high school kids that were developing games for PC.
And I mean, it's become to the point where you can create a game of your own with absolutely no experience whatsoever. There are programs out there, and I mean, now is the time for you know those teenagers, those young adults, heck, even older gamers exactly like me, to you know get out there and create the game that they want. You know, and it's an exciting time to be a gamer.
It,
So
it
it is.
really is. Which we're going to dive more into the conferences as they happen, posting up articles, doing more videos, all that fun stuff. Like I said earlier, we have people dedicated to each conference, which is going to provide a great experience getting all the news out there. Any last little bit that you want to toss out there?
Well, besides the conferences, of course, we will be releasing probably something after during the post, whenever we talk about actually what happened at Bethesda, what the regular schedule is going to be for these next 2 days.
Yes, it's gonna be crazy.
Yes, I will be covering Microsoft, and I'll be covering the PC show. The Microsoft stuff probably won't see any video on that until maybe later that day or even that
Yeah.
evening.
Because there's
I'll
going to be a lot of stuff going on.
I will be taking a lot of notes on that and a lot of stuff, a lot of article-based stuff.
So are we not going to talk about VR porn? Is that not a thing?
And I am Tridrachius.
I'm your mom.
I'm Meatloaf.